What's up, y'all? It's Dr. Paul with another mail call. This one is a speculation book. If you've been following my channel, you know that I took the time to define speculation in terms of the difference between speculation and investing is that speculation specifically has some catalyst associated with it. You think that other folks are going to catch on to this character, or you think this character is going to be featured in a film, or something like that, something along those lines, right? So speculation can be short-term or long-term, but you're somewhat gambling on your intuition being correct about the event or the catalyst, right? So that's how we differentiate between investment, which doesn't require any catalyst at all. We just believe this is an asset that is limited, that will always be desirable, and over time it will appreciate and we'll get a return on investment. And that's how we termed an investment. And to differentiate that from speculation, we said, well, speculation is when we expect there to be some kind of a catalyst that changes the supply demand for this book. And so that's what I'm here to talk about today. And the book is in a bag and board that needs to be removed. The book is Black Panther #2 from, I got a Mylar along with it too, 2005. This is the first appearance of Shuri, which was brought to us by Hoodlin and John Romita Jr. And there is a newsstand, but there are no other variants of this. This is 2005. There had been some variants produced before that, but they weren't yet in wide use. Marvel wasn't doing multiple variants of every book. This is a tough book to get a 9.8 on. I'll get back to that in a minute, but this is a high-grade copy that has potential. So why am I interested in this book? We know Wakanda Forever comes out November 2022, so that's actually just a few months away. But somehow there's still speculation around whether or not Shuri will be Black Panther. For my dollar, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is, Shuri has to be Black Panther. Does she have to be? No. Obviously, they can do whatever they want in the MCU. They don't have to conform to the comics. They don't have to please the fans necessarily. I mean, maybe long-term they do. So who knows? And I think that's why this book is discounted right now. But we did see, while Shuri has not officially been named as the Black Panther, we did see Black Panther in costume from behind. And if it isn't Shuri, it's a dude who's been like skipping leg day for the last decade. It's a very svelte individual. So I think all of the indications still point to Shuri being the Black Panther, but even if she isn't, or even if she is for a short period and then she's Shuri again, I mean, she, for me, was excellent in the movies so far. She stole, I think, a lot of the scenes that she was in. I know that actress has created some controversy with some of her positions, and some people think that she's too thin for the role and can't handle it physically. And I do think she's had some injuries, and they've had to maybe stop production because of that. Even so, I think she's Black Panther, and I think right now there's an opportunity because people have discounted her being Black Panther, and this book has been on a massive sale. So what do I mean by that? CGC has about 1,900 copies of this book. There are fewer than 850 9/8, which means less than half of them are 9/8. Again, for a modern book, that's a really low ratio. And the reason why is because this was printed on really thin, crummy paper, and it was distributed in such a way that there are very commonly ink rub and other problems with this book. I have purchased 6 high-grade raws of this, and I've pressed all of them, subbed them. I've had 2 come back as 9/8. So that's a pretty low ratio when I'm being very discerning when I purchase my high-grade raws. The fair market value today of a 9/8 is about $575 because it's on sale like everything else. Peak for this book in a 9/8 was actually $1,300. That's the record. High-grade raws today go from 100 to 200. Peak for high-grade raws was over 300. So what I'm doing is I'm speculating that Shuri is in fact the next Black Panther, and that when she is, we're going to return, maybe not to the record prices, but more to like the high peak prices. So I do expect this to be to be back in the $900 for a 9/8 range. I do expect this book to be peak, high raws are going to be over 300 again. I paid $125 for this book, all in, tax, shipping, and everything. And again, this is speculation. This is a little bit different than most of what I do because I am expecting a catalyst on this book. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm going to have a tough time, flipping this book into something more valuable. But if I'm right about that, then I'm going to have the wind at my back. This is a book that has high 9 potential, and I will clean and press it and sub it because this book, even in 9.4, 9.6 is worth subbing. So I will do that, and we'll see how it goes. Keep your fingers crossed for me and for Shuri. So until next time, enjoy the hunt and take care of one another.